Assalamualaikum, I am Shahar Bano. Welcome back to NS English Club. In today's video, we will going to discuss PTE Describe Image, which is the third part of the PTE Speaking. I will help you to explore useful tips and learn how to organize your responses. And you will also understand how scoring works and how you will attempt the PTE Describe Image. First of all, when we talk about its format, the PTE Describe Image is an essential part of a PTE exam that requires good observation and describing skills. Basically, it assesses your ability to describe the image effectively. It is the third speaking item of the PTE speaking section, and typically it includes 3 to 4 questions. They can be graphs, tables, maps, charts, diagrams, or simple photos. After its format, the first question comes in our mind that how is PTE Describe Image scored? Firstly, the PTE Describe Image will be scored based on the 3 criteria. The first criteria is content. The content is scored on a scale of 0 to 5. A high score is awarded to answers that cover all the relevant parts of the image, including the relationship between the elements. The more elements from the picture you describe accurately, the higher your score will be. The second most important criteria is pronunciation, and pronunciation is also scored on a scale of 0 to 5. You will get 5 out of 5 if you pronounce understandable words, and you will get 0 for unrecognizable English and for the unclear words. The last and the most important criteria of PTE Describe Image is oral fluency. Like pronunciation, oral fluency is also scored on the scale of 0 to 5. A score of 5 is given for a smooth and natural speech without any pauses and hesitations. Speaking fluently and confidently contributes to a better score in this part. Now, let's discuss a technique to attempt PTE Describe Image. First of all, you have to extract 7 to 8 keywords from the picture and put them into a template to record your response. Basically, it follows the same strategies as a read aloud, like you have to focus on fluency and record your answer without any pauses and hesitations. When you will see the image, you have 25 seconds to prepare your response and then 40 seconds to record your answer. But the ideal time to record your answer is 25 to 27 seconds. So you have to record your answer within 25 to 27 seconds for the better fluency and the better scores. You can also note down important key points on your notebook so you will not miss out them during your recording. Here's the template which you can use to record your answer and save it for your better scores. Now let's delve into some examples and take a look at the first one. In this image, here we have an image of a museum floor. I have extracted the important key points like exhibition hall, auditorium, cafeteria, gift shop, restrooms, info room, etc. and fit these keywords into a mentioned template to record my answer and prepare my answer. There are also some examples like graph descriptions, map descriptions and photo descriptions, and you will be accounted with a different type of photos and pictures in the real exam. Last but not the least, here are some tips and tricks that will be helpful for you to get high scores. The first one is understand what type of image you are dealing with. Basically, it is the first step of describe image. Unless you are able to understand what type of image in your PT exam, you will not be able to understand the structure of your response properly. The second most important tip is to identify the important key points in the image and note them out. Basically, you will have about 25 seconds to understand the image. In this time, you should focus on getting down the key points of the image. Once the recorder opens up, you should only focus on speaking, not picking up the important key points during your recording. The third most important tip is don't forget to make a conclusion. Just as you begin with the introduction, similarly you must also end your response with a proper conclusion. You can end your response with the main point of the image or the main elements of the image. And the last most important tip is focus on key points, not all the details. Basically, it is the most important tip to record your answer. There will be so many points that you can potentially touch in your response, but you can't cover them all in your response because you just have 40 seconds to record. That is why you just need to focus on the key points and the important points. For example, you can just mention the highest, lowest and the biggest and the smallest points of the image and graph. That's it for today, and I hope it will be helpful for you to get high scores, and stay tuned for more PTE lectures.